Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to share with you one more Easter treat, and they are Easter mini cheesecakes. They are unbelievably easy and delicious, and I hope you're going to enjoy them. And the first stage is to crush some digestive biscuits. I've got 200 grams of digestive biscuits here. I'm using my fancy new KitchenAid. It's called a Thermomix, and it does all sorts of jobs in the kitchen, bar the washing up. And I'm just going to quickly crush these biscuits. It's going to make a bit of a noise, so bear with me. I'm hoping that's going to be fine enough. We'll soon see. Yes, perfect. If you want to have a look in there, Michael. Yeah, so I'm going to tip those out into here, and in my saucepan I've got some melted butter, 100 grams of melted unsalted butter, and I'm just going to quickly mix that together. I'm sure lots of you have made cheesecakes before, and this is a very standard base for cheesecakes. You could use other biscuits of your preference. Now that's made quite a sticky little mixture. Sometimes I think, oh, there's not enough butter, but that seems fairly sticky. So what I'm going to do now, I've got a muffin tin with removable bottoms, but not everybody's got those, I guess. And so whatever, you could do these in ramekin dishes, you could even do one big cheesecake, but I've chosen to do individual ones, and hopefully this mixture will go around 12 little buntins. I've actually put a disc of waxed paper in the bottom so that when it comes to removing the bases, they'll come out nice and easily. So I won't get you to watch me do all 12 of these, but what I'm just going to do is to pat, whoops-a-daisy, let me move that out of the way. I'm just going to pat these little piles of biscuit mixture flat into each of the tins. It will take me a few minutes to do that, so I'll get them nice and flat and the biscuit mixture evenly distributed around each tin. So I'll come back to you in a minute with the next step. Come back. You can see here we've got all the crushed digestive biscuits in the individual tins. I patted them down with a spoon. And so now we're going to get on with the filling. So in my stand food mixer bowl, I'm going to whisk together 300 grams of cream cheese and 50 grams of icing sugar. I've sifted it just in case there were any lumps. I'm going to put a teaspoon of vanilla essence in, and then finally we're going to fold in whipped double cream, 150 mils of whipped double cream, just whipped softly, not too stiff, and 150 grams of crushed mini eggs. We're going to decorate with whole mini eggs later, but I've crushed these in a polythene bag and beaten them with a rolling pin till they were crushed, and they're going to be folded in. So cream cheese, icing sugar, teaspoon of vanilla, I'm going to put a weeny bit more, because this vanilla extract looks a bit more diluted than the one I normally use. Right, so here we go. Now, I did read in a recipe you have to be a bit careful beating cream cheese, not to overbeat it. So I'll go a bit gently to start with. I don't want it to separate out. And now I'm going to... Now that's gone together very, very quickly. I'm just going to scrape round. What I don't want is to have lumps. I want it to be completely smooth with no lumps. I think actually I'm tempted to put the cream in at this stage. I was going to fold the cream in by hand, but it's a lovely soft texture, thick but soft and velvety. And it's the same consistency actually as the cream cheese. So because of that, I'm going to gently blend the two together. So back we go. That's lovely. Now, it's as quick as that. This is such an easy recipe. I've got this recipe from Pinterest, and it's a recipe by somebody called Jane's Patisserie. If any of you do Pinterest online, take a look for Jane's Patisserie. When I made the Easter mini egg blondies the other day, that was a Jane's Patisserie recipe, and I must say I do love her recipes, and they're always very simple and very delicious. So do take a look. So that has stiffened up a little. I'm going to now fold in 150 grams of crushed eggs. I won't do them all in one go. I'll just see what the consistency is like. Because we don't want it to be all egg and no filling. You can see how much stiffer, not too stiff, but it's certainly stiffened up. I'm going to have a little taste of that, but I want to see how sweet it is. Oh, Michael, you'll be so jealous. Oh, that is good. That is good. This is the first time I've made these, and I've been wanting to make them for a while now. So, doing these little demonstrations has been a good excuse. So, I'm not actually going to put all of the crushed eggs in. I think there's enough in there. You don't want every single mouthful, every single bite to be biting into egg. You want some of the velvety filling. So this is my first time making these, so very much an experiment. I've got to make this mixture go round all 12. So I'll come back to you in a minute when I've filled each of the little buntins. So you can see that we've got the cheesecake mixture in. It's only just done the 12 little buntins. You could choose to make it in a smaller, loose loose-bottomed cake tin or a larger loose-bottomed cake tin. You don't have to do them in bun tins. Obviously, if you do it in a muffin tin like this, it would need removable bases. So there we are, smoothed it all out. It's now going to go into the fridge for 2 or 3 hours to firm up, or if you're in a hurry, you can pop it into the freezer for an hour or so if you want to quickly get ahead, ready for decorating. Here are the cheesecakes. You can see that I've taken most of them out, and I was able to get them out relatively easily. I popped them in the freezer for just over an hour, just to firm up a bit. And I thought I would just leave 3 in to show you how I got them out, but also to reiterate, if you haven't got bun tins with removable bases, you can do smaller cheesecakes. There's 2 tiny springform tins there with a loose bottom, or you can make 1 large cheesecake. You don't have to do tiny ones. So I'll just quickly show you how I got them out, just to demonstrate the tin really. I was a little concerned, thinking that the cheesecakes were not going to be quite deep enough, the mixture, but in fact they're fine, and I think they would make a jolly nice accompaniment to a afternoon tea table. So look, these have been sitting out on the worktop for a little while, so they've actually softened up a weeny bit. But just to demonstrate, they're relatively easy to get out. I'm going to leave those 2 in there for Michael and I in a little while. And I'll come back to you in a moment and we'll start decorating them, okay? This is where the fun begins, decorating the cheesecakes. I've got some whipped double cream in my piping bag, and I've sweetened it, 125 mils approximately of double cream, with a tablespoon of icing sugar in. So I'm going to go round, and I don't want to make these too rich by putting a massive swirl of cream on, so we'll see how it goes. I might just do one in the middle, like that. What do you think, Michael?
I like it all the way round.
All the way round?
But not quite as thick. Can you do that? Maybe you need a different size nozzle.
Like that?
Yeah.
Is that how you like it? I'm going to do...
Could you start at the edge and then come in?
No, because they're not a cupcake, and if you're not careful, you'll taste all cream and no cheesecake. So when I do ours that are over there, which we'll have with a cuppa in a while, because you have to sample these things when you've made them, I'll do you one with a big swirl of cream on. Where are we? Okay, so now you can go to town. I've got some milk chocolate here. We love milk chocolate. So I'm going to put a little bit of grated chocolate to decorate. And you could even, look, I haven't got much chocolate on there. You could even put sprinkles. You could go as mad as you like, really. I think I'm going to leave them just with grated chocolate and stick some eggs in. Now you could have all mini eggs or just 3. Odd numbers are always good. I've cut in half some little Cadbury's cream eggs here. You could put a whole one on the top, but I think it would look nicer with a couple, ooh, they're all sticking together, of Cadbury's cream eggs in. What do you think, Michael?
I like the little Cadbury's.
You like the little mini eggs?
Mini eggs,
the
yes.
little hard shell ones.
But I also like the cream eggs. In fact, I like all of them.
Michael's trying to diet, aren't you, darling?
It's not easy. Every time I come into the kitchen, there's lovely smells of things cooking, and there's mini cream eggs, there's Cadbury's chocolate, there's little mini eggs all over the place. It's so tempting. It's not
we've
fair.
got another 3 weeks to go before Easter yet.
Desperately trying to lose weight. And now I've got to taste these later this afternoon with my afternoon cup of tea.
You've got to, haven't you? Absolutely got to.
After I've been out in the garden.
Look, I like these
some.
with the cream eggs in. Look, if I do that and then also put one of those in the middle, what do you think?
Yeah, that looks good.
Do you like those? We'll use these last two. Oh, and put, what colour shall we put in?
There's one in the middle without any decoration on the
So
top.
we'll put, you seem to get lots of white mini eggs.
Just seen
What have you seen? Have you seen a stray one?
something there, which is...
So there we have it. Now let me just clean up. Now these are such a dainty little size. They would look super on an afternoon tea tray. They're lovely as a dessert on Easter Sunday. So have a go and see what you think. So Michael and I wish you a very blessed Holy Week and a very happy Easter when it's here.